Here we've got another example of how to use integration by parts. So we've got the product of x squared and log x. So we know when we're integrating a product that one of the methods that we could try is integration by parts. So if we're using this formula, we need to know what is u and what is v. So we can write down, we also need to know what is du by dx and what is dv by dx. So remember, our aim is to get the integral that we're trying to find to be equal to the left-hand side of the formula. So the integral of u dv by dx. So we've got two options. Either u could be x squared, or u could be ln x. If u is x squared, then dv by dx would have to be ln x. And if u was ln x, then dv by dx would have to be x squared. So if you're using the acronym LATE to help you work out which way around to put these, then you're going to think, well, we've got x squared, which we're calling algebra to power of x, and we've got ln x, which is a logarithm. So we've got to look at which letter comes first in the word LATE. Logs comes first. So because logs comes first, we're going to say that u is equal to log x and dv by dx is going to be x squared. So remember, whichever letter comes first in LATE, that's what u is going to be equal to, the logarithm term. If you don't use LATE, then actually in this case it's going to be fairly simple to know which way around to put them. If you've got a log is always going to be u. So whenever you've got a log in the problem, u is always going to be the logarithm. But you can see that if we had dv by dx was log x, then we'd have to work out what v is. And that's quite a complicated integral to do. We can work it out, but it's certainly not going to make it simple. And remember, we need to be able to integrate v times by du by dx, which we wouldn't be able to do. So we know that u is going to be log x, and dv by dx is x squared. So we know that du by dx is going to be the derivative of natural log of x, which is 1 over x, and in order to find v, we need to integrate dv by dx, which is a third x cubed. So if we use this formula, on the left-hand side we've got the integral of x squared log of x is equal to u times v. So that's going to be a third x cubed natural log of x minus the integral of v du by dx. And if we times these two things together, well, let's just write it out. And the important thing to check at this stage is, can you work out what this integral is? So this formula only helps us if we can work out what this integral is. If you're looking at this integral and you can't work it out, then you've probably got the order of u and dv by dx the wrong way around. So you could change the order of what you let u be and see if that helps you get an integral that you can actually integrate. But in this case, we've done it the right way around. So we know that this integral is just a third x squared, and we know how to integrate that. So we just need to work out what that integral is. And that's going to be increase the power of x by 1 and then divide by the new power. So a third divided by 3 is a ninth. And then plus a constant of integration.